Hey, also, if you're anything like me, you've probably heard of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum and some others. And you've probably also been aware of scams around Bitcoins, right? Like people saying, hey, I'll trade your money on Bitcoin and you just give me some money and whatnot. And then they run away with your money or something like that. Like we've all heard of them. And maybe those scams have contributed to the feeling that you have that like Bitcoin is this ununderstandable, like weird world. And if that's you, that's okay, because I was in your shoes not that long ago. And so I just had this feeling that I couldn't ignore Bitcoin, I couldn't ignore crypto any longer, because there's something about like the central banks. I'm from the United States, but wherever you're from, like you might be from some other country, but every country has a central bank. And right now, the United States, the central bank is the strongest in the world. But that doesn't mean it's the most noble, and there are people who are governed by, motives to manipulate the financial markets. And so it does not necessarily mean that they are actively conspiring, although maybe they are. It just means that there's natural motivation for them to manipulate the markets, and that's not always to your advantage, right? So you could be all your hard-earned dollars, right? You put in 401ks or IRAs or retirement accounts or just in your savings account. Or in things like your home, your real estate, and what could happen, what happened in 2008, 2009 could, and in my opinion, will happen again. And so, what to do about it, right? There's this. What the solution is to get into a decentralized way of doing finance, and that's what Bitcoin is. On its very core level, is a way to transfer money back and forth, whether it's like person to person, or if you're buying a pizza, or if you're buying a house, or you're paying rent or something like that, is to transfer money for transactions without passing through all the middlemen like my bank, your bank, the federal bank, government banks, without passing through all these middlemen who have the opportunity to first take percentages out to basically increase friction, and also it leaves you and me vulnerable to the financial markets, right? And so Bitcoin and crypto was invented as a space for people to transact without the middleman and to truly remove the financial system from the control of any one government. And that's what's so attractive. And so, but then you say, all right, well, that sounds awesome, right? Because I'm dissatisfied with being vulnerable to any, centralized government, right, in terms of my finances, and I don't want a repeat of 2008, 2009. So what do? How do I get into this? Because it's very much true that the crypto world has produced scams and has produced risk, and people have lost lots of money in this space. So like, how do I get into it and be educated and do it in a risk-free way? And so that's what this is all about. Here's the simple framework that, because I had that same question too. I'm like, I'm not a day trader. I'm not like a hacker. I'm just a normal person who, I'm married, have my kids, have, my lifestyle. I want to just live it, and to be more intelligent about how I'm doing this and to not be vulnerable. But I also don't want to, jump in too fast or do things that I'm not comfortable with. So how do I do this? So that was the quest I was on. And I found it, right? And I didn't find it easily. I mean, I had to pay money to be in like mastermind groups. I had to like sift through all the scam artists and like all the people promising me the moon and different things. I had to like sift through all that stuff, at times making mistakes and losing money and being embarrassed, but eventually finding a way so that anyone can start getting into this space in a very safe, secure way, and do it really simply. And so that's why I put this together, is for you. I hope this framework helps you as much as it's helped me. It's helping lots of people right now. So hopefully you're one of them. But yeah, enjoy, and shoot me any questions.